my birthday next week. And I'm really happy about that because no matter how old I get, I'm going to suck as much out of this life as I possibly can. I'm not afraid to do that. I just am ready to go.
If you have to wait until you're completely comfortable with something before you'll try it, you're really missing out on all the possibility that exists in life. You have to just dive in.
The more things you do that scare you, the easier it is to do things that scare you. Too many people just keep waiting for later, and it's right now. And so what? If something happens and I die, the one thing you can bet is that everybody will say, she really lived. Can they do that for you? That is the goal and the challenge.
When I started planning this trip, 23 of my friends were all gung-ho and saying they wanted to go. When it came time to actually do it, 2 of us were still left. The question was, did we want to be that far back in the wilds, just all alone with no means of communication, fending for ourselves where there were no people for miles and miles? Why not?
I like it. Yeah. When you still yourself enough to do something really hard and dare to do it alone, you find real power in that. There's been a lot of silence, just absolute silence, where we were awakened by the sound of a bird flapping its wings. And when you don't say anything, you say a lot. And that has been really the best gift of all from this whole thing, is that we learn to just be. So we're out of the canyon now, and it was just a monumental experience.
Yesterday we ran into a couple of free-spirited young women in one of the busier canyons, and they were all freaked out because someone mentioned to them that, yes, there were snakes in the desert. They ended up paddling all the way out of the canyon, just desperately looking for a houseboat where they could borrow a satellite phone and call for an emergency pickup.
It's such a metaphor because you can always find an excuse to scare you out of anything. And what they missed was a blanket of stars last night where they were falling from the sky and we could make one wish after another. They missed so much because of fear. Not worth it.